Alright, on this episode we continue, our character and making new references as we learn to be ourselves in this mountain of madness. So, there I am in my ship, still sailing. Whether anybody knows it, the other family is still here, still alive, with money, and a job, and a house. So let's get into the next thing. I wanted it, if we were so strong as we were as an Alley Star player, then we would have been able to jump into that Dr. Munder player. But that's how much forward you have to be on the attitude of that Dr. Mundo. But who knows? We could have lost a lot of chances. We're holding a lot of weight, in my opinion, to get that to the other side. Now, are there any Ghost League of Legends questions? Ghost questions. I've been trying to do this to another way, so yeah, that's what I gotta say. And maybe next time if I make an Instagram video, so I promise that the progression of life will be seen in full aperture, from myself as this age to going there. I'm not capturing myself going to work and stuff, but once things are a little bit better, like I said, on the next 15th, we'll do the percentage of the Great Machine, whatever that amount is. I don't know if it was appropriate to. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's not appropriate for what it is, but it really feels like the overlay of the plank is, completely rubbed in their previous victory. So that was, it was rough to print. Well, I don't know. We could have got our health up, and then I was thinking that our Q, we hit a lot of bad Qs, and the Q doesn't go through. That's that ability that everybody's waiting for, to see that thing top tiered. Is a champion Q select for Dr. Mundo. But the base is, well, let's see if I can show, more of my life. But yeah, just see this corner. Oh my gosh. I just broke my cordage. Wow. I can't really show you how much work needs to be done with this board, but I swear it's not bad. I just gotta see if the neighbor is gonna help me grab some. Oh my gosh, I got jungling. So, what was our last jungler? If not Fiddlesticks, it was Shaco. And an alternate jungler.
You're duller than a broken
I got multiple junglers. So we can, honestly, we played too many Fiddlesticks matches. I know that we're good with Fiddlesticks, it's just we don't have the trinity of what is needing another character. But Shaco was a lot of fun. Except it just banned Shaco. then get out cash game. Well, what of this list do I feel that's pressurizing forward? Their list is good, but they also can't use their list, so it seems like a mid-game, middle game kind of thing, but who knows? That's just the talk of Brandon, Shaco. Lux is one that I have previously wrote on to always remember to ban. But if you want to really get rid of wide characters, it's probably Lux, Ari, LeBlanc, and there's a lot of other ones that can snipe a game as well, so it's kind of by the feel and what someone actually decides to go with. Nothing's worse than the actual pick. Or like take out every jungler. That would be a play on a team. Well, who would you be taking out as a jungler? You know, you'll be left with Udyr as your jungler. That would be something. Xyleon did no jungle work, so... But Fiddlesticks really did hit the drain, but I don't necessarily want to do that again. If we had W, maybe we can get the shock on that one. Dang it, I hate my life that all I know is what I know. So someone's literally not gonna watch this one just because it is the exact same one. I swear, if we would have gotten the other thing, I was like, wow, why don't you open up what you're gonna look at on this one? I'm considering. Okay, so after deciding what I wanted to do for my base, I was like, what is the best way besides investing in the stock market that I'm gonna really get myself my foot forward on where I exist? So I was like, what is a collectible? I remember seeing this triangle of like the best investments, and I had like collectibles at the top, and then futures, and then mutual bonds, and all kinds of stuff. And then stock should be right up there. I don't know if that's saying the future is just a bad decision, or if the futures are like representative of like contracts and stuff, or what the ROI is on average. But I just said high risk, not necessarily a strong item. But I see collectibles, and I'm thinking cards will be a good one. Yeah, it's what I'm gonna work on after. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Dude, I told you if I didn't remember that I was gonna... Forgetting a mana flow band is like having to go for a sapphire crystal. And yeah, still broadcast. Well, there really is no broadcast, but still, question mark. It is jungling though, so I'm not as offended. Plan is killing to chilling, and deals 22 and steals 20% of it, and deals damage in merchant. Deals additional to overland from marked champions. I'm gonna go with Hellblade. Then we're gonna go with what is recommended. And dude, that person who keeps, sorry to say, but if you keep saying that you don't recommend refill potions for recovering 250 of 581, I don't know what to tell you. Dude, they'll be doing everything else to a T of what you do, and they'll be like, no, that is definitely not what you do. That one is a prick, in my opinion. You know, you can say what you do proactively to be what you are, but you have some nerve to tell someone what they're doing to what is relative. If it was not the thing to do, then why would you open a conversation to say that was the thing? We could terrify or do the 70 on that one. I'm gonna do everything I can to get the Bambi. But we're gonna steal this one, even though, well, like I was saying before I was getting fought with, it's like the under networking. Under a basement. You really do need it more than it is said. Because what are you gonna do at that point? That's good under that's under negotiations. Alright, here's how we're gonna go about this. We're gonna go to the next area that we think, and we're gonna ward it, and then we're gonna leave, and then we'll go right back after that to switch to give ourselves this, and we needed to go for Bambi. Might be set by crystal. Might be the next time. I'm gonna make sure that on the side, like, quick stop for mid, which is kind of irresponsible to be there, but let's see if, yeah, I don't know if they got it, so I'm gonna be on my way right there, even though I should get that hex bug, even though it feels good. For the majority, if we're called back to that thing. No, it's just appropriate if you read Dale Carnegie to not shut people down on what they're saying. You know, just because you think you're right doesn't mean that person you think they're wrong. It's not how to do that. That's the advice of what I would give to that person. Except, wow. He didn't like that. Okay, now we're gonna go here and hopefully get the Bambi Cinder next time. Just put on the W, verify the largest one, and then I feel that we could even go for the champion of that. Get back here, you. They're kind of getting the hard press for the switch on that area on the loss of what the center is of that. So let's see if I can make it there. Wow, we're running all that math to, well, good that that collapsed on covering that line. But I feel like, well, we're not that far behind. Let's do it. Do not have time for games, now we should cover somebody on a swoop. Scared. Push that to give us time on this one. I believe we do. I don't doubt it. That's fair. I think we could take on the boss, man. Probably could have a long time ago. I can pretty much anything. Murder of a Crow is doing fire 600 or whatever time. Alright, let's make sure. We took a wide way to get there. It's unfortunate. We're gonna be a grouchy person, as in we're sticking with the Bandy Cinder. And then we could switch that. We don't want to go with the shotgun, but maybe we want some health, or the 200 health right there, switch on the 800, or we can go with the Warden's Mail to block that for armor, or say health. I would say you want to go with going for the Warden's Armor, but also going for health at the same time. Yeah, your thickness is pretty soft right now, so we're gonna go from this. And is someone... Okay, I'll go with that then. Gonna have to teleport here and defend it. Dang it, they got me on the switch on that one, so I'm gonna take the Warden's Mail and go into the Warlong's Totem. I can switch this on. I kinda want to make a pseudo, and I consider a 100, 100 like a handgun, and then, well, 100 is like a shot, and then 150 is like an assault rifle, and that's how I go by that. The double barrel shotgun is the 200 range, and then you could just double barrel something and put a machine on it, and then you already got a crazy build after that. I would love to do what I'm doing, but I can't do what I'm doing. Which one gives me the most mines? If Nasus gets that, then that's good for them. I'm doing that to walk near them, and then is that worth it? I don't think that was money. Then it would have felt more right. I hope those returns. That really didn't help. That was quite the sacrifice for that. I mean, that's only gonna protect that tower for that bit, and then we didn't get for the 800 of what we need for that. So I'd go with Warmonger, but it would be active if we got it. So 1550, or maybe we didn't get the correct spread, but that's okay. I don't think it's over, and I think it's underplayed on the pressure of what was going this way. That was... Where is that, like the vice of my wedding? I don't think that they got me. Hoping for the assist right there, and I can get someone to switch out with me. Pretend wrestling. Okay. still got presence in countering things. So I'm gonna count that. Wow, what a funny thing to do when saying that. That's a wrong game, looking away from that. How could you do it? Like, you're not my son. We need to go for the full Wow, you're going just because it's whatever it is? Wow, that's so garbage. I can't, I can counter Khajiits maybe on a switch, but that doesn't really help me out. And use that for 1 minute, but that's, 1 minute without that. What even is the point, dude? Let them nosedive? That was some of the stupidest work I've ever seen. That was like seeing a bunch of buggy cars turn into Transformers out of nowhere. Come on, we gotta push that way. Decepticons. There's nothing like having a dual boost when saying Decepticon. Hello. Okay, push this to what is the human concern for what is science. Right there, and switch that. The slow should focus out. Nobody got anybody, so good. We should hold the fort. It's a good way to confuse the opponent. I got the Q on that, but they're not on that run around. like AWE, or like AWYOUH. Who is this? Rest in peace to myself. It was popular. Yeah. There's a need for information. It's like, I can't even do anything. If I had, 6 kills and then that extra or whatever. Wow, what a great attitude from this person. If you had this and that, and then... I'm pissed off at someone who's can't even look somebody virtually in the face, saying that they can figure. I don't even think anybody likes Wendy. This guy who's at work is saying that he is recommending some friends and then has no friends, and he does this thing where he tries to add pups, says it's sort of like he tries to make a whimpering sound, and this is a guy who has a chest. I'm like, what is wrong with you? He's thinking about that too, I can tell. Oh my gosh, the battle versus certain things, versus certain characters, it's a bit much. I'm all about Jack in the Box, not Wendy. Wendy brought himself up. It's an emergency. I'm hoping to hold so somebody can get for the counters of what's needed. I really don't have much to offer in this thing, cause wow, dude, lick my balls, get off my nuts. Dude, I'm exposed for using something that would punch sweat. Dude, I'm where they should have had a presence for the show, and yeah, now I do agree that I do not think that they were gonna dude, it's like my literally flesh and bones. I've never even said anything like that, but I think I can talk back, and I think I know how to fight. That's what I hear, actually. I think I'm always talking about the depth of where I see something, but I really can't get over your nickname. Dude, I'm so pissed with, well, I couldn't even say half the things that I wanted to say. Yeah. Pretty much shut down my stats. But I know someone with this furrow brow is not really saying much. You know, look at this one, 56, the Predalien, and Stored Predator. What do you mean, say something? He's like, if you say something about me, then 56, then I'm gonna say that I'm gonna do something. And of course, and then 24 goes in the support of his buddy because he's still living with his mom. I checked on the Instagram. He's still a baby. Everybody in town is like, you know, I have a cheerish attitude, and then, you know, I bring in a relative, and they're like, you know, trying to fight their dad, and like, doing a fight, and what a little prick. You know how much time I'm on top of actually do it, probably. Dude, I knew I was the worm right there, but how that team is shining blind eye on me. Elemental hero, and that one can live without me, now he's a superstar. Yeah, your hit count is above 1, then you're not gonna be a participant in my retirement plan at 25. Yeah, these people thought they were having a good day, but they were like looking the other way. Wow, I'm sure someone was like so excited. I think you should hold and really wait until you get the Frozen Heart. I think you're a really good Frozen Heart user because sometimes you just sit in the most oddest places. You know, let's see what you talk about me on rest. Let's give a moment of what rest sounds like. Now the first thing you're gonna hear is pretty good, and then the next thing you're gonna hear is someone looking for somebody, and then third thing you're gonna hear is no way. This game is pretty hardcore now. Let me see if I can help out. That's what that does. That's what I was just wondering too. My goodness. Is it resistant? Oh. We could push hard. I don't know. People are thinking that that's really good, and then they want to see the pictures and all that to get to the end. No, maybe we are pressuring strong. I'm kind of disappointed that, you know, when I said an old tower that we don't try to hold it. Oh my, I was about to try to go in, but there's nobody even there. Wow, 436. Thank you, Slick. You know how I know that I ghosted someone? Because I heard 514 in the same voice or the person, so I know that there's a clue in the 1 to 10. And in real life, I've been having a problem with a real kind of racketeering issue I'm having. But it's not of any value, so it's been going on for who knows how long. For as long as it's just been an issue. That was a solid play. I don't think there's anybody around the bend to get in that. So we're gonna hold the pressure, and then we could go on the curve to change our changelings, and on the flea double switch to and on that resist. The one thing you could do is the thing that you're not supposed to do. That's intelligent. Man, this game is always the same, dude. Wow, after all that, the team decides to swerve onto that Skyrim right there. Wow, don't even... Is anybody gonna get for a save in the game right there? And going just for a quick snap right here on the super speed. I could have got that on myself. Alright, I'm on my way to there too. Oh my, soft calling out her relatives, not helping. I'm going for the win. This was that was the most teeter-totter answer every time. Constantly yelling at that one. But yeah, I completely agree with soft call. Don't want to exist on everything like that, dude. Every time that I speak, you know, it's just pretty much that there's like this voice of, what is the surprise of what you're doing? Except you weren't doing it, so, you know, judge myself for listening to someone who's not gonna take a hint. $30 world tokens? Are those for sale? Or... That was at 45. That was a pretty good game. Thank you for watching, Fulfill Your Family, and stay tuned for more League of Legends, and pretty much just League of Legends for now until we fill. This is our comfort food to see the updates of what happens with our ship, Fulfill Your Family, and what happens with this. Not that I'd be so sure to share, and that I was, you know, I repeat that I was offering a deal, and the ship still sails, and, you know, if I was to fix this, and, you know, maybe I'll keep this looking horrible, still young, and, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say, and, yeah. Oh my, excuse my understanding.